Hello, this is Yonmok Group. If you could buy a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, which is much more advanced and closer to an electric car than hybrid vehicles like the Tucson, Sportage, Santa Fe, or Sorento, at the price of a compact SUV, would you believe it? Maybe BYD will make this happen. It seems like they will release a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle in Korea at a price in the 30 million won range. I want to buy an electric car, but it's just too expensive. Hybrids with good fuel efficiency still feel close to internal combustion engines, so if you've been waiting for a car that's more like an electric vehicle, let's check it out right now. Then let's first check the real possibility of it being released in Korea. To provide accurate information, I'll start by presenting 3 pieces of evidence. First, this is the official information from BYD Korea. If you look at the news category, it's the second item from the bottom. It states that they will expand their lineup based on proven models, including the introduction of PHEVs within the year. This is from an official article, and it clearly specifies PHEVs as the proven models. And the second piece of evidence? Test vehicles with camouflage have already been spotted in Korea, right? That means they're conducting tests for the launch, but at first glance, isn't this the Sealion 7, isn't it? They look similar, but the Sealion 7 is an electric car, so it doesn't have a grille in the center. However, the camouflage vehicle that was spotted has a horizontal grille design. This vehicle is the Sealion 6, right? It feels like the pieces of the puzzle are coming together, right? Now here's another strong piece of evidence. Let me present it. BYD entered the nearby Japanese market first. If you compare it with the lineup being sold domestically, the Sealion 6 is already being sold in Japan, but it's not being sold domestically. Based on these 3 circumstances, I think there's a high possibility that the Sealion 6 plug-in hybrid electric vehicle will be released domestically. With this, we knocked on the door with the Atto 3 in the domestic market and truly experienced a high-performance sedan. By launching the Sealion 7, a mid-size SUV, in the 40 million won range, it's causing a major shakeup. At first, it was surprising to see an electric mid-size SUV at that price point. That's why I became even more suspicious. We analyzed the competitiveness of the Sealion 7 through a test drive and an undercarriage analysis. Now what remains is durability. I will continue to check on this consistently. In fact, after its release, due to the high sales of the Sealion 7, BYD made 6.6 billion won in the domestic market last year. What's even more surprising is that they sold 1,347 units just in January of this year. This figure surpasses that of the domestic manufacturer Hyundai. So, what I'm even more curious about is which vehicles will be released this year. Then let's take a closer look at the details. Just so you know, today's topic isn't official, it's just predictions from this channel, so treat it as a reference. Let's start by looking at the design. First, the design is similar to the previously released Sealion 7, but the Sealion 7 is a bit lower. It's a sporty fastback coupe-style SUV that sits low and long, while the Sealion 6 has a more practical family-oriented SUV design. But unless someone tells you or you see them side by side, I think a lot of people would say, isn't this the Sealion 7? And if you look at the specs, the Sealion 7 is a slightly bigger vehicle. The biggest difference is that the Sealion 7 has a wheelbase that's 165mm longer, which means it's likely to be a bigger vehicle inside. On the other hand, the Sealion 6 seems to be just the right size for families, fitting nicely between a compact and a mid-size car. But why would they bother releasing the Sealion 6 when there's already the Sealion 7 with a similar design and size? The reason is that it's a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle that's much closer to a real electric car. Right now, the most popular powertrain in Korea is the hybrid. By adding an electric motor to the existing internal combustion engine, fuel efficiency is improved, and in some sections, you can drive quietly with the electric motor like an electric car. That's why it's nicknamed an electric car that's close to an internal combustion engine. But a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle is actually a hybrid vehicle that's much closer to a real electric car. Let me tell you what the differences are. The hybrid vehicles we're familiar with combine an internal combustion engine and an electric motor, and a small battery is installed in them. Among hybrid vehicles, the Grand Koleos, which is closest to an electric car, has a 1.64 kWh battery, while typical pure electric cars are equipped with 50 to 80 kWh batteries. The battery installed in hybrid vehicles is a small capacity battery, only a fraction of the size. On the other hand, PHEVs definitely have much larger batteries. The battery capacity of the Sealion 6, which was released globally first, is between 18.3 and 26.6 kWh. The battery capacity is about 10 times larger than that of batteries installed in hybrid vehicles, so you can drive using only the battery. This is the biggest difference compared to hybrid vehicles. So, hybrid vehicles mainly run on electric motor power at low speeds, while PHEVs can run on electric power alone for the entire range. That's why PHEVs are the hybrid vehicles closest to electric cars. BYD calls this a super hybrid. Then how far can you drive using only the electric motor at most? It may vary depending on the trim, but you can drive at least 80 km to 140 km. If you commute in the city, you'll almost always fall within this range. During the week, you can use it like an electric car, and since the electricity bill is less than a third of the fuel tax, it's much cheaper than a hybrid vehicle. If you occasionally travel long distances, you can refuel and drive over 1,000 kilometers with a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So, from a maintenance cost perspective, it's much cheaper than a hybrid vehicle. A plug-in hybrid electric vehicle is a vehicle that can even overcome the short driving range, which is considered a disadvantage of electric cars. You might ask about the disadvantages of electric cars, but if they're so good, why weren't they sold domestically? The reason is that with a large battery size, the vehicle price goes up. So, when you buy an eco-friendly car, you get important subsidies, but plug-in hybrid electric vehicles don't have subsidies? In the past, the Sonata was released as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle in Korea, and in 2015 the base trim price of the Sonata 2.0 gasoline was 22,450,000 won. And the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle was 39,950,000 won. There was a price difference of as much as 17,500,000 won. In this situation, without subsidies, hardly anyone would consider buying it at almost double the price. And currently, the Tucson, Sportage, Santa Fe, and Sorento that are being sold also have plug-in hybrid electric vehicle versions available in the global market. If they are sold domestically, you would have to pay at least 10 million won more compared to hybrid vehicles to buy one. Think about it, if the Santa Fe or Sorento reaches the high 50 million won range, or even 60 million won, hardly anyone would buy them. So you could say it's just a pie in the sky. Luxury brands like BMW and Porsche are selling PHEVs domestically as well. In the case of Porsche vehicles, which cost at least 100 million won, they almost reach 200 million won. In this situation, if BYD releases the Sealion 6 in Korea, it would naturally be cheaper than the Sealion 7, right? Then let's compare the expected prices as well. In Korea, the selling price of the Sealion 7 is 44.9 million won. The price of the Sealion 7 in nearby Japan is 4,950,000 yen. When converted to Korean won, that's about 46 million won. It's a bit more expensive than the price being sold in Korea. Right now, the domestic selling price is the lowest in the world, and that's why competition is a good thing. The Japanese selling price of the Sealion 6 is 3,982,000 yen. When converted to Korean won, that's about 37 million won. The domestic release price is expected to be a bit cheaper than this. If it's released at around 35 million won, it would become a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle that can compete with the price range of compact SUVs, Sportage, and hybrids in Korea, so it would actually threaten the compact and mid-size SUV markets. If you had to choose, which one would you go for? That's all for the video I prepared. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to get updates automatically without missing any news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thank you. If this was helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get accurate new car information quickly. Thank you.